You're such a delightful young man, Mark. Is that all right for an old lady to say?
Oh, well, I don't see any old ladies, but...
Come on now.
No,
Who's in your lapel?
My lapel, that's a little cowboy that Carrie Fisher gave me. And it has no significance at all. I wish I had funny anecdotes to tell you about that, but it's just a thing.
Her necklace chair is just a thing,
yeah.
too. You all are...
into little toys
yeah.
and tidbits, yeah.
And a marvelous movie.
Oh,
A marvelous movie. Mark, I've been on a lot of things like this junket. Heard a lot of people talk about movies, you know, and being very critical. And
Yeah.
I have not heard one person say they did not like this, no matter what their age, where they live, or anything. It's a darling movie.
Wow, thank
Darling
you.
movie.
Well, that's one of the great pleasures about it. Like I said, I went in, stood in line at Grauman's Chinese on a Saturday matinee specifically to see it with a paying, clean audience, not with, you know, industry people like yourself. And I sat in the back row, and what a thrill to watch, you know, how many people there were in the theater have just such a good time.
You know, it is fun to people watching a movie like this, I think, to look around at the audience and see what they're doing,
Yeah.
if they're really into it with you, and if they're moving mountains with you.
Yes.
But gosh, such a physical movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of action.
You all just got out of one thing and you're right into something else.
One
Gee.
thing after another. It was, well, I think Star Wars opens at 90 miles an hour. I mean, it's a spectacular chase.
Yeah. There's none of this building toward a climax. It starts.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? To keep it up, too, well, that's the genius of George Lucas.
Yeah. Well, and all of you, too. All of you.
Well, thank you.
But it was really great. I expected to see you step into a phone booth and come out with, you know, your Superman or some such thing just any moment, any moment. Tunisia fun?
I loved it. I mean, it was like a giant field trip, you know. Here I was an all-British crew. I had just been in England for the first time in my life for only 5 days. Off we go to Africa. But I think I mean, I love locations, to be out of a sound stage and be, you know, out there. It's such a total commitment because there you are, strangers in a strange land. I really wondered what we did to the culture because here is, you know, we went to Ajim, Matmarda, Tozur, Jerba, but, you know, we were in towns where they had to go maybe 50 miles to see a TV set out in the marketplace.
Right.
And they'd sit around outdoors with the speakers really loud and watch, you know, Arab boxing or whatever. What we must have done to them, coming in with laser guns and robots, and it was really kind of a strange sight to see donkeys carrying this land speeder up a cliff. You know, I wondered what they thought, and they only spoke French and Arabic, so I understand a little bit of French. I'm not very good.
No Arabic?
Not at all.
I can't. If their alphabet would behave, I'd be all right, I think, with it. But it really
Never thought of it
doesn't.
that way.
But you know, though, this is, here again, getting back to Star Wars specifically, this is one of the charming things about it. All of you looked different. Well, most of you looked different from the other character who was next to you, and yet you all had so much alike. In the bar scene, for instance, you know, you didn't notice that everybody else looked different than you?
No, no. That's one of the nice things, and they had to keep, I had to keep that in mind, that as bizarre and unearthly as all these things would appear to us, it's everyday life for Luke Skywalker. Robots are the equivalent of 57 Chevys. They break down and you fix them.
But I doubt that robots look any funnier to us, or people who are carpets, built like carpets, than we would to them.
Right.
You know, I'm no more frightened by a green man than he would be by me.
Oh, sure.
I don't
yeah, I'm sure the green man must think we look.
Yeah, look at those funny, tall, white folks.
Yeah,
really.
Pink and those little things on their faces, instead of these beautiful snouts that we have.
Right, right. Luke Skywalker, though, as a name connotes this to me, because Luke is so apple pie and all American, and Skywalker can be anything you want it to be.
Could be, yeah. It's very, well, originally my name was Luke Starkiller, and they...
Oh, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I think the reason they changed it was they didn't, George, it's all George's, this is George's baby, and I don't think he wanted the word kill in my name.
No, I would not have liked you as a star killer because you wouldn't dare.
No.
You really would not.
No.
You
And
would
as
not.
much action and zapping each other with laser pistols and so forth, it's clean violence. There's no gore. And
No, and yet you're a PG.
yeah. I think there's two reasons for that, and I don't agree with them, but the real thought behind that is the teenagers react against G-rated movies. They say, oh, that's for babies.
I do agree with that.
Well, the thing is, for me, I think the word of mouth alone would have, I don't think it makes that much difference. I'm kind of upset because I think of everything that I can think of in the last 10 years. There's never been such a naive, sweet, lovely fairy tale on the screen in years. And for us to get a PG, I saw previews for 3 movies, coming attractions. And in 6 minutes, there were far more objectionable explosions with people burning and machine gunned down. And
The violence in this, though, is so mechanical that it doesn't affect me like, you know,
Right.
even as an old grandma critic, it doesn't affect me like another type of violence does at all. 'cause
remember the
it's-
6 o'clock news during the Vietnam War?
Or even during a normal weekend with traffic accidents.
Horrible. Angola, whatever. I mean, it's almost impossible these days to eat your dinner with the news on. I watch I Love Lucy now because I want to know the news, but I just can't take some of the... I mean, after a hard day, who wants all that?
Well, after a hard day, you want Star Wars. That's what you want. And I can hardly wait to see Star Wars Revisited or Son of Star Wars or
Abbott
whatever.
and Costello meet Star Wars.
Oh, that's going to be next?
No, I think, I don't know what it's going to be called, but it'll be out, I think, May of '79.
Whatever it is, we'll enjoy it, as we do you and
Thank
your
you, Betty.
cowboy friend there.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.